Welcome to Q's. Hey, what's up? I'm your host Q, and today we have a bunch of segments for you. Last week, we popped into KJHK Studios with DJ KG and reviewed the movie You're Next. This week, we stopped by the Jazzhaus. The Jazzhaus is a nightclub located here in Lawrence, Kansas on Mass Street. It caters to the music of jazz, blues, reggae, rock, and it's open 7 days a week, and it hosts different shows. Here's Nathan with more.
When time speaks and the truth is told, well, happiness is fleeting, but contentment is gold. Or you chase your tail.
Hey, what's up, KU? It's your man Nathan Bartocci on the scene, covering some local music. Really good music. I'm here with Making Movies. This band is phenomenal. They got a funky salsa sound. They speak Spanish while they sing, and they make some incredible songs that both mend psychedelia with an incredible power to dance. So, guys, thank you so much for the excellent show. That was dynamite.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. As first time I've seen you guys here. Where are you from originally?
We all come. Well, we all live in Kansas City, Missouri.
All right.
My family's from Mexico, from Guadalajara, Mexico.
And Vic and I were born in Panama. And then Brendan is
And my family's from the Caucasus region of Asia.
Okay. All right.
Caucasia.
The Caucasus region. All right. So, do you mind telling our good friends here at KU who are tuning into the show what your names are?
My name is Juan Carlos Chavez.
My name is Enrique Chi. I'm Diego Chi.
My name's Brendan Cole.
Excellent. And so, what goes into this album here, right here? I guess, what was the inspiration for this sound that we're going towards right now?
Well, for the sound, it's a mix of Latin American folkloric music. So the rhythms that really, if we trace it back, they come from Africa. So it's like those tribal spiritual rhythms eventually evolved into cumbia, son, merengue, and all that got lumped together in New York and called salsa, which is just like marketing for how do you sell Latin music in the U.S. And they just said salsa. You know?
Wow.
But those rhythms connected with all of us. They just seem so powerful. And so we just incorporate that and try to write songs that we feel excited about, on top of the
And, I can tell you, you guys definitely are really good at playing together. I mean, you guys got rhythms that work together. I've noticed the way you play the bass. And what's really cool is that I noticed how you guys you understand each other while you're on stage, so you know when to back off each other and let the other one have the moment. And you're really good at just coming together and making music. So, you guys got any tours? You coming back to Lawrence anytime soon? So people who haven't heard of you before can hear about you then?
Yeah, October 24th we play the Bottleneck. We're opening up for a band from California. It should be really fun. And we've done a bunch of touring this year, so we've played like 70, 80 tour dates this year. And
Since we've been together, we played.
yeah, we're getting close to like 400 shows. So understanding each other is beyond. We joke it's like I have 3 husbands. Like I know when they need to go to the bathroom. I know when they're hungry. Like I know when they're on their this time of the month. I know everything about these dudes. So when we get on stage, that comes through. I think.
Awesome. Well, I mean, let me tell you guys, this is an incredible band, Making Movies, and their new album, A La Deriva. You should check it out. It's on iTunes. All you got to do is search for this band. They have a plethora of videos. You can hear their sound. You will dance. It's amazing. And, we got this guy who plays percussion, who plays keys. He's amazing at this.
Thank you.
Guitarist over here shreds like it's nobody's business. This dude on bass, especially at the beginning of the set, he had a song that highlighted that because it was mainly bass driven. It was really cool too.
He was sober at the beginning.
Yeah, everyone was a little bit more sober here earlier, but they had a long set list. They came on stage several times. Each time killed it more and more. I definitely recommend you all check out Making Movies. You can look them up online, listen to their their music, purchase A La Deriva on iTunes. It is worth it. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you, King.
Thank you, Nathan. If you get a chance, check out the Jazzhaus to see what all they have to offer. Next, we have Maddie and Joe, our fashion experts. They stopped by the business fair that was held on September 19, 2013, to talk to people about dressing business professional. Here they are with that.
Hi, Great. Okay. So, what is your name, first off?
Lisa LaRue Smith.
Okay. And what is your job in business school?
Yeah, I'm a lecturer and I teach Business 101, which is Introduction to Business Majors, Careers, and Professional Skills, as well as Business 210, which is the second year business experience.
Okay. And what is going on today?
So today is a business career fair. It's a really exciting day and it really kicks off the recruiting. Okay. So we require that the students be at least business casual, and we really defined exactly what that is for them. And we're not allowing students to wear jeans or flip-flops or anything like that. Most of the juniors and seniors that you see in this event and graduate students will be in business professional, which is really our preference.
Finally write a tire for today?
Yeah, not really. I'm a pledge at Beta Theta Pi this semester, and we've been doing serenades for the past few weeks, so I'm getting used to this get up. And I like dressing up anyway, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, one of the things that comes with the business world is presenting the right image. Do you feel like today you presented that image, or in the future you can present that image?
I hope so. It's a little hot out. I'm sweating, so that might be a little downer. But other than that, I feel that I do.
For you to find the right attire for today?
No, I thought it was pretty easy for me to find the right attire because I knew that I needed to look professional, and I know in the future I will need to buy a suit and have a suit jacket, but I think for my freshman year it was easy for me to just find a nice blouse and something simple but nice and professional. Yeah, I think a lot of image has to do with appearance. We try not to make anything happen, but if you don't have the right first impression when you walk up to someone in the first 7 seconds, then it really doesn't matter. So I think that guys have an easier time because they just have simple staples. They have a suit set with pants, and girls tend to accessorize a little bit more. So I think that we put a little bit more pressure on ourselves to accessorize and have everything match.
Thank you, Maddie and Joe. This week, with Music with Mitch, Mitch is going to review John Frusciante's album, Outside EP. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, welcome to the first segment of Music with Mitch. For my first review, I'm going to start off with John Frusciante's newest EP, Outsides, which came out on August 27th of this year. And he's mostly known for his role as lead guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers for about 5 of their albums. And John has been releasing his own solo album since 1994, starting off with Neon Drelades and usually just a t-shirt. And Outsides is his most recent release, but it's far from his style that you hear from the mid to late 90s. Outsides was produced on his own at Record Collections, which is an independent record label based in Los Angeles. And Record Collections has been home to musicians such as Hot Hot Heat, Murs, Fiona Apple, and a lot of others. And Outside starts with this track called Same. And it opens up with a really abstract but groovy drum pattern with organic drums that seem to have a bit of a jazzy influence behind it. And with these drums you hear this bright, high-pitched chorus in the background and some of John's really pretty chord progressions. And on the deep end you can hear a warm synthesizer bass that kind of gives the track a little bit more depth to it. And as the song opens up, about a minute and a half in, John starts opening up all these sounds and then he starts doing what he does best. And he starts off with this slightly distorted, seemingly improvised guitar solo that progresses into this more altered sound, incorporating different effects like filters and heavy distortion and frequency shifters. And this progression continues in intensity throughout the song, and it's a 10-minute song, and I know that seems long, but this progression just keeps getting way and way more intense, and it keeps you interested throughout the whole 10 minutes. And he throws in the funky bass line that is accompanied with the other synthesizers, and his effects on his guitar just keep getting heavier and heavier with the drums doing that same sort of groove pattern. And this track makes me want to dance with its intensity and upbeat tempo, but at the same time, I'm almost awestruck by the style of that John Frusciante has presented in the first track of Outsides. The fans that love John Frusciante as an intensely soulful guitarist will absolutely get hooked on this song. Not to mention, he uses all these different incorporations of drum and synths, and they're very, very different from his past work, which is refreshing to me. These new styles could invite the fans of John's more avant-garde approach to get really into this instrumental masterpiece, and it kind of brings in different fans from all of the aspects of John's music. Outsides continues into these other 2 songs, Breathiac, and Shelf. And these tracks have a way different approach in that first 10-minute guitar solo. In both of the songs, John uses an almost completely dissonant style, and these songs have a much more acquired taste. The use of synthesizer arpeggios and weird samples and electronic drums kind of seem to be inspired by intelligent dance music, or IDM, with musicians like Aphex Twin. However, John's style opens up in Shelf with a more jazzy take on IDM, including eerie electric piano melodies and this distant-sounding guitar solo among all of these electronic 909 drums and hard-filtered chorus and synthscapes. And all in all, this album is just, the Outsides EP is brought together really well, and it's one of his greatest pieces of solo work. It seems as though all of his different styles from his previous albums coincided in this really unique, abstract variation of sounds in Outsides. I've already listened to this EP a few times, and I love it, and it's still growing on me. So if you've already listened to it, let us know what you think of the new EP. If you haven't, you can go ahead and buy it on iTunes or John Frusciante's website. And you can find this episode on YouTube or tweet us at Q's Show and let us know what you thought of the album. I'm Mitch Razik, and thanks for watching Music with Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch. If you haven't already, you should go listen to that album. And if you have, you should go listen to it again. It sounds dope. Now, there's always the fight whether Team Droid or Team iPhone is the best. And I honestly don't think there's one because I'm Team Droid. But everywhere I turn, people are talking about posting pictures on Instagram of their opinion of this new update on the iPhone. The iOS 7 update was released September 18, 2013. We have Elle outside of the Kansas Union catching cues about this film, and she is filming it with her updated iPhone.
Yo, what's up? It's Elle. I'm out right now catching cues. This is a segment where I go out on Q's Show and I ask people questions around campus. And today I'm going to be talking about the recent happenings with Apple and the iOS 7 update. So let's go catch some cues real quick.
I just think it looks really cool. Like it kind of looks like the Android, but I don't know, I kind of like that.
It appears the apps move faster, and I like it. I like it too. It's pretty sleek, and I like the feel of it.
The new iOS 7 is the calendar feature and how you can actually set up hour by hour your schedule.
Catching cues. Thank you, Elle. What did you think about the update? Tweet your opinions at Q Show so I can hear what you think about the update. Now, for all you iPhone, iPod, iPad, Mac users, without this man, you wouldn't be able to update your devices. There was recently a movie about how he came to create these devices, or in general, Apple products. The movie Jobs is an American biographical drama film based on the life of Steve Jobs. And here's Eric with more on this review.
Like Q was saying, Steve Jobs was a great man. He developed the whole Apple Corporation. And throughout this whole movie that I went to go see, that I did the review on, you'll see that Steve Jobs is a truly amazing man. I mean, he starts off in college, then ends up dropping out because he wants to pursue what he thought was the best idea for him.
Steve, it takes guts to drop out like you did.
Higher education comes at the expense of experience.
Boss!
What are you working on?
It's a computer terminal that hooks up to the TV for the display. Steve? Wow. These are state of the art. Nobody's making anything like this. All right.
Welcome to Apple Computer.
Is this everything?
Startup.
I think we should start with around 90 grand.
Could you repeat that? If you'll have me aboard.
The plot of the whole movie is just Steve Jobs starting from the bottom, working his way to the top. Legit starting from the bottom by literally working at a garage, so yeah.
Steve's been doing the impossible ever since he was in a garage.
I'm trying to build Apple, and they're taking it away from me.
If you keep heading down this path, I will not protect you. It's a blatant ripoff.
I'm gonna sue you for every cent.
You are your own worst enemy.
The board is unanimous. Steve will no longer be involved in this company.
Out of this movie, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't give it a 10 completely because like it still has its faults. Every movie has its faults. But this movie was legit. You should go check it out. Now back to Q.
Thank you, Eric. That is all we have for today. Stay tuned in for next week's show to see what Q's crew will bring to you next. If you have any music, bands, movie reviews, tweet us at Q's Show or Facebook us at www.facebook.com/Q's Show for any ideas or updates that you would like to see on upcoming shows in the future. Again, I am your host Q, and I'll see you all next week.
Oh, the pendulum swings a crazy thing. It'll kick you down, it'll make you sing. No matter how my ears ring, I need 'em more. I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough. It's like your chemical friend with his curious trends, the weirdo wig and the spirit sick, saying if the world goes up in flames, well, I don't care, I ain't never had enough. No, I can't ever get enough. 'Cause I can feel you falling through, and I said, you are. Swing like a child at stars, dying flame. Or you once of a swizzled flame on a night when you just couldn't get her off. Now you just couldn't get her off. So now the humble king feels a painful sting, and out you see him covered in a cloak of shame, all made and lame. Way too take it off. But I said, come on, just take it off. 'Cause I can feel you falling through, and I said, stop right where you are. Now I can see you falling through, and I said, stop right where you are. You sing, matter how my ears ring, I need 'em more, I just can't get enough. Oh, the pedal man, the storms he brings, when an hail may bruise your wings. If the world goes up in flames, I wanna be the one to set it off.